How's it going, guys? My name is Voss, and if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. Today, we are taking a little break from the Porsche project, and I am out at Kia of Beavercreek here in Dayton, Ohio to review the 2021 Kia Seltos SX. So let's get to it. Okay, before we begin, I want to give a huge shout out to Zach and Kia of Beavercreek here for letting me come out and drive the 2021 Kia Seltos SX. And then if you want to give a little bit of your information as well, I'll put it up on the screen here.
I'm a sales consultant here at Kia of Beavercreek. My name's Robert Ellswick. Here just about every day of the week except for Sundays right now, but yeah, come out and see us and we'll take care of you guys.
So if you're in the Dayton area looking for a new vehicle, or you're not in Dayton but you see a good deal on the website, definitely contact them. I'll put their information here as well as in the description below. But today we are in the 2021 Kia Seltos SX, and I will say, since I think it was 2 years ago I got a chance to drive the Kia Stinger, and then came back late last year to drive the Kia Telluride. Both those cars blew me away. The Stinger, in terms of performance, blew me away for the money, and the Telluride, for everything you got on that vehicle, blew me away for the money as well. Felt very high end.
That we were talking about it earlier. Kia's just been really knocking it out of the park when it comes to all their new vehicle releases and designs. Now the Seltos, and it's doing really well in its segment as well. It just came out back in late January, so it's a pretty new model.
And the SX, which is what we're in today, is the top of the line trim. You can get this one, is fitted with a 1.6 liter turbocharged engine. Makes right around 175 brake horsepower, 195 foot-pounds of torque, and has a curb weight right around 3,300 pounds. That sets you right cost-wise about $29,000, $29 and change.
29. You can actually, the one thing, this is the fully loaded model, but you can get it with the sunroof.
You can?
Yeah, you can. It's like $900 more for the sunroof package. That's the only difference between the two. So if you get it with the sunroof, you're at $30,29 with that.
Okay. And a couple things I don't want to bore you guys with all the numbers. You can get that elsewhere. But, you know, in terms of some of the quick things I'm noticing in here and some of the quirks I've, since we've been talking, is the cool thing is the base of this is around $23,000. That has a 2 liter non-turbo engine, 120, 130-ish horsepower.
147 actually.
147, wow, okay, so more than I was thinking. But the cool thing is you can actually get even close to the base trim in all-wheel drive, which is what this is.
Yep.
And another little tidbit that blows me away, I don't know why it blows me away, but it does, is this has a 7-speed dual clutch transmission. Guys, they went with not a CVT for the top of the line. Honestly, the fact that this has a dual clutch transmission just is mind-boggling to me. So I'm gonna put it to the test and see how well it shifts, but that's gotta feel very quick.
We've been happy about that they've went away from that. As for their top trims, they come out with a real transmission.
Yeah, that's just, I don't know why, I'm just blown away that there's a dual clutch transmission. A lot of sports cars don't even, like, to put in perspective, not that this is even a comparison, but right before the C8 Corvette came out, the C7, the ZR1, the top of the line Mac Daddy didn't even have a dual clutch transmission, and that's a $140-some thousand car. Not that that's what this is, but I'm just saying, like, the fact that dual clutches are typically expensive, and it's in here is amazing to me. But other than that, like, the leather in here, like, this material feels really good. You got hard plastic up top, then you've got more of the leatherish look down below, and what's kind of jumps out to me here, and it's what made me so excited about the Stinger and the Telluride, is the infotainment system. I think it's like 10-something inches.
So yeah, 10.25. It's got navigation. It's got the premium audio system.
Yeah, it's got,
which I don't know if you noticed the speakers. They did there's a cool design. Different. Yeah,
there's a cool design language going out through this whole car. Like the front grille, the front fascia has some cool designs. The lights has cool designs. They went with Bose audio in here, which has a very interesting triangular looking shape, like a 3D triangular looking shape. Even the side speakers have that. And then the infotainment is like a pretty nice screen. One thing I liked is, and this is what my big plus with the Stinger was with Albert Bierman kind of having a hand in that car, I got a very BMW vibe from the infotainment. I'm getting that same vibe from the way this sits. It feels premium, it feels nice. I mean, yeah, this isn't like full leather and stuff, but in this price range, I mean, the fact that you have all this, you've got, you know, a nice backup camera, the auto climate stuff, and another cool feature is now, and I think you said this is now coming standard on 2021s.
On 2021 Tellurides, it's on all of them. On this one, it's on the EX and the SX.
Okay, so this is the really cool key fob that I've been a big fan of since the Stinger, but because of it feels like a little detonator. But now, in addition to this, if you look closer into there, if you hold that, now there's a automatic remote start stop, and you were telling me that remote start stop on here is got a good range, but then if you are far away, your phone, as long as you're connected to the internet, can lock your door, check your climate, and start your car from any distance away.
Correct, yeah, unlimited range. It's the Uvo Kia Access Uvo Link app. You can turn on your heated seats with it. You can set the thermostat temperature, set the defrost, so it's good in winter or summer.
And just a conclusion in terms of the specs before we go on the drive. I'm not tall, I'm about 5'7". There is plenty of room for me, and even if you were taller, like even in your 6-foot range, I mean, there's so much room in here. The back seats were pretty comfortable. They fold down. There's a good bit of cargo space, and one of the things I noticed, and you were showing me, was when you look at the back cargo mat, you can actually like untake it out, and I'll put a clip here and put it back down to have a little bit of extra space. I've never seen that before.
Gives you more vertical space.
So yeah, I'm excited. I think this is gonna be a fun drive. This, in terms of their model, is a little bit bigger than the Soul and a little smaller than the Sorento.
A little smaller than the Sportage. The Sportage. Very close in size to the Sportage, obviously different design, but yeah, just a hair bit smaller.
So this is competing for that mid-compact SUV market. Yep. And another fun fact is, I think the chassis on this is shared with the Hyundai Kona, but this is actually a slightly bigger vehicle.
Yes. Yes, it is. One of the things, I don't know if I mentioned to you, this one does come with wireless phone charging as well, which is something Kia's really been putting in their stuff, which is a nice feature. But yeah, it is. It's slightly bigger than the Kona. Again, I sell Kias, but I do favor this vehicle over that one.
Well, guys, that's going to be the quick information. So now let's get on the road and see how it drives. Another really not interesting thing, but just a little tidbit thing I'm noticing is they don't have one of their shift knobs like all the new vehicles do. It's actually got like a lever. Yeah. Don't know why. I like that a lot more.
They do a good job with the small things. They really do. That's kind of, again, with the extra design help from some of the premium brands. I'm assuming they paid them well to come over, but there's been money well spent.
All right, guys, right before we go on this ride, if you could take a second and hit that like button, share this video, subscribe. It really helps me out a bunch. This channel's growing, and for me to come out and do these reviews, it doesn't really pay anything. So by supporting the channel, I can keep continuing to buy cool gear and provide you guys the best possible content. But let's get on with the drive. Okay, so immediately, I'm gonna start this in normal mode. I just wanna get a feel for how the turning is. I mean, this is, again, we are looking at a economy-ish with a little bit of that sporty touch for a family. This is not a sports car. This is not designed to go head-to-head with like a Porsche Macan or like something like that. This is more gonna be, hey, I want a good, reliable family vehicle that I can have a little bit of fun with. Yep. And that's why it's not, you know, $70,000 to $80,000. It's under 30,000. And, you know, oh wow, I can already tell you those shifts are fast. That's great. That's crazy.
Quick shift, yeah.
Yes, you guys can see how excited I am that there's a dual clutch transmission in this car. That just blows my mind. I don't know why, it just blows my mind. But wow, we're in normal mode. Fuel economy on the premium, or the SX, which is what this is, which has got the 1.6 liter turbo, is right around 25-ish city and like 30-33 highway. The base model I know was a little more. I think like 30, 35, 37 is what I saw, something like that.
Overall average is is 29 on it. Its overall average is 27 on this, with obviously city falling on the lower side and highway on the high side.
And we're not getting up in speeds yet, but it's pretty quiet. I want to get it up and go a little faster and see how the noise is. But yeah, guys, this is, you know, first impression drive. This is nice. It feels good. It drives. It's smooth. It's really smooth. I'm impressed that there's a 7-speed transmission that's a dual clutch in here. That, for me, I think that's like the sticking point. I don't know why. That is just crazy.
It is loaded with all of Kia's safety features. It has the you got the lane assist on and the lane follow assist. Yep. It has the smart adaptive cruise control, your blind spot detection, the rear cross traffic alert. Pretty much all the modern safety features.
I mean, it's got a good sound to it. It actually has like you know, for 195 foot-pounds of torque, it actually moves pretty well.
Yeah.
Like that was, I didn't press all the way down on that, and it got up and went, you know, so if you...
Good response.
The way the response is good. The way I see it is like, you're not buying this to race people.
No.
But like if you're on the highway and you need a little bit of passing power, or you're stuck behind somebody, you know, and you need to pass, that's where this would be really nice, because it's going to give you that good fuel economy, you know, throughout your drive. But you need to pass somebody, or you just need a little bit extra juice. It's there.
Yep. It's enough power to have a little bit of fun if you are that type of driver.
Yes, you can. I think you could have some spirited fun in this for sure.
And then you were saying a small family, you know, up to 4 to 5. There's your lane departure.
Yep, noticing that.
4 to 5, and you can turn that off to that warning off essentially.
Gotcha.
Also, you know, with its fuel economy, you know, the roof rails, the all-wheel drive, things like that. It could be somebody who's just, you know, an avid fisherman or something like that. Something that they can throw stuff in and
go places. In hiking, camping, some sort of more outdoor lifestyle.
Mountain biking, it's got bike rack attachments for it. So
bar roll's not too bad. I mean, we're in the normal mode. Let me move it over to Smart now. Just curious to see what that does and if it's more adaptive or not.
Right.
The steering's a little tighter.
Yep. So the Smart mode's going to add you a little bit of gas mileage.
Okay.
Basically, if it feels when you're trying to pass, it'll give you some of that power back, but there is a little bit less power.
So it does a little better job, like adjusting your response and whatnot. Okay. Road noise is very manageable. It's nothing crazier than anything I've heard in every other car. It feels good. This car feels good. This goes back to, I don't know what it is. I've always been used to BMWs, and when I get in here and I go to drive, not saying this is a BMW, but the way that infotainment is kind of like the newer iDrive system. It makes me feel like it's very like simple in here, and in a good way. Like there's not 800 buttons to confuse you. You've got your, you know, quick buttons on here, and then you've got some quick buttons down here, and that's really it. Like there isn't a whole lot on here to, like, you know, with 30 different things.
It's easy to navigate.
Yeah. And I've only spent maybe 10 minutes in here, and I've figured out how most of the things work in here. So it's, you know, in terms of creature comforts, you've got everything you would need for a comfortable, reliable daily driver. You've got heated seats, you've got the auto climate, you've got backup camera, you've got navigation, you've got, you know, there is nothing more, nothing less. Like you have exactly what you need in here, and I think that's where the sweet spot comes in for the price.
Absolutely, yeah. At the price point, you really get a lot of features at that price point.
Well, let me move it over to Sport.
Obviously, the most fun mode.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Oh, wow, that is way more throttle response immediately.
Yeah.
I've driven a lot of vehicles, and I can tell you the second I hopped in and felt the transmission shift, I'm like, yep, that definitely is not your typical CVT or your typical
you can
automatic.
tell it's
that's definitely dual clutch transmission.
A genuine transmission.
That feels like that shifted really quick. Now, I will say, now if I were to sit here and nitpick, I think something that would have been cool to add in addition to that, to the DCT, is paddle shifters.
Yeah.
I don't see them here. I think having that kind of transmission, I know there isn't, like, this isn't like a 500-600 horsepower vehicle.
Right.
I think it would have been really nice to be able to, you know,
to do the paddle shifting.
I know I see
it's got the floor,
the floor ones, but still, I mean, the fact that this doesn't have it, the CVT in the high-end model is very, very nice.
Yeah, it is.
And it gets up quick.
It does.
Brakes feel really good. It's got good response. Well, on my way back, I will put it in the manual mode.
Yeah,
true manual mode. And
it's fun. Those are fun too.
Yeah.
The on this car they have there's actually mood lighting too that goes with the music,
like ambient lighting and stuff.
It does. Cool. Yeah, you can do it, and it has all kinds of like you said. They just Kia really seems to try to just do a lot of the small things that add up to a big thing.
Yeah.
And they do a good job of that. And as you were saying with this, a lot of people, I get a lot of good marks from people when they say, I love that it has buttons instead of all these touch screens and stuff like that. Everything's
got physical tech, like feet. Yep.
It's simple to use and find things. Kia, of course, has always been known as an economical brand with a great warranty, and they're still managing to do that.
The warranty is still very good on this car. If I remember, it was like 5-year, 60,000 bumper to bumper, and then 100,000 engine powertrain, right?
10-year, 100,000.
Yeah, see that? I mean, that is very good.
America's best warranty.
Yeah,
you still get all of that, and they're giving you a lot more feature and design.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with how this drives. It feels good. I'm impressed. I think there's a big market right now for people are shying away from just sedans in general. Like, I think more people are trending towards getting crossovers, SUV, subcompact, bigger. Cars are getting bigger.
Right.
Right.
They are.
So the fact that, you know, this has got a you know, that subcompact range.
Yep.
So you've got the cargo space. You can comfortably seat 4 to 5 people in here, and you can, you know, haul around all your luggage, and have a car that starts right around $23,000, and then still manage to stay right at the $30,000 mark.
Right.
That's, I mean, the average, and this was according to last year, so it could have changed, but the average new car in America is like $35-something thousand.
Right.
Now.
Yeah.
So this still is less than that.
Yeah, and it's a very nice vehicle. I mean, again, even if it was, say, $33,000, it would still be a nice vehicle, but the fact that they keep it at 30
and there
or
are
less.
features in here that I see cars that are more expensive that don't have, you know?
Right.
So I'm impressed for sure.
And don't get me wrong, I like premium brand cars as well, but it is, you have to pay for every feature you get for them, you know.
Well, guys, that's gonna wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed the 2021 Kia Seltos SX. I'm pleased. I think this is a very fun vehicle to drive. In terms of me nitpicking things on here, like I said, I think paddle shifters would have been cool. The exhaust isn't actually facing where the exhaust points are back there. That's actually just a bumper look. Not a bad look. It doesn't look bad, but I think it would have been cool to have the exhaust cutouts just right there. But I mean, that's me sitting here nitpicking what I don't like about this car, which is nothing. I think this is fun. This really fits, and this makes sense at that price point for what you're getting. And I think for somebody who wants to have a good commuter vehicle that they can then not worry about, take out on the trails, go hiking, go do whatever they want, but then also be able to take the family, you know, comfortably somewhere, this seems like a vehicle that would fit in that range very well.
It does a little bit of everything, and it does it well.
So guys, if you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe, turn that notification bell on. If you can share this, it helps me out a bunch. Make sure you check out Kia of Beavercreek, and once again, I will put his information here.
Yep.
But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later.